going on, everyone? Frank Robles, Strength Equals. Just finishing up a grip session workout, doing forearm stuff, arm wrestling stuff. I haven't done a video on that in a long time. Those are things I still do. I set up stuff here with my 2-inch, it's like I don't know, it's over 2 inches, like a soda can thick. It's for like the Thomas Inch dumbbell, doing different things with this, arm wrestling stuff with it, really for that grip work. I'll have to do a video on that another day. I don't know how much stuff people like to watch that stuff, but I'll do it. Also, another video I want to do at some point, it'll be a 12-minute video, because I do a conditioning work. I don't know if you can tell back here. I got a treadmill, doesn't work as far as power. I love it though, because you have to move it yourself. It's kind of like pushing a car. It's got that kind of resistance on it, like a small car. It's very fatiguing. So I do one with I do a conditioning where I got to do what I call 25 reps of that. I got a punching bag here. You got to punch the bag 100 times. And punch it like you're actually trying to punch it, not like whatever. So 100 of those. So like I said, I push forward, and then I go backwards on the treadmill, feet going this way, do 25 of those. Then I come back over here and do, I don't know what they're called. Honestly, I don't know if you're gonna pick up on it if I move, but you can see this, it's about maybe chest high, and I leave underneath it and punch. So I do 50 of those. That's one round. So 25, 100, 25, 50, one round. I put 12 minutes on the clock, and my goal is to, right now I'm trying to work up to get 4 rounds of those. It's brutal. So if you want to see that, put in the comments. I don't know if anybody would be bored watching that for 12 minutes. All right, so what am I talking about today? I wanted to sit down and kind of thinking about these things in my head. I wanted to share is, why are we lifting? Why do you lift? Why do any of us lift? To understand your why, then you can get your you. I was kind of playing around with that. Know your why to get your you. Know why you're lifting, exercising, doing any of this stuff, so that you can find out who you are and what you want to do with this stuff. Because honestly, I was thinking, if you're doing this for reasons, trying to be the strongest guy on the street, strongest guy at work, just to show off, or perhaps you're just trying to get fit for somebody to impress them, those are very shallow whys. And I get why young people may feel that way at times. I was there, on very little reasons. It does play a part when I was younger, but it was very little on the totem pole. But some people, that is their whole why. And it really is a sad thing, because that's so fleeting and so easily, you could be disappointed, because the reality is you never be the strongest. There's always somebody stronger. But if you're just your average guy, no one's really that impressed with whatever it is that you're doing. Not taking away of the work that you put into it, not. If you're doing it for the oohs and ahs from either the opposite sex, but really from the other guys at work, I'm speaking if you're a guy, again, that's superficial. All it takes is an injury, all it takes is someone to start doing drugs, and they're bigger than you if you're staying natural, or you to take more drugs if you're doing drugs already. It's just a bad place, it's a bad why. And really, what do you become? Really just a showpiece for other people, and just a display object that people will throw away when something else is better. So think about your why so that you can become your you. So what have I thought about? I know for me personally, I've become the why I do this is, health. Okay, health is definitely a reason. Again, nothing wrong with having in the ingredients, if we'll call it that, to be able to, show other people what you can do. But it's got to be past that. I stay strong, as I've said before, as a firefighter. I want to stay strong to do my job, to be able to be my best at it. Okay, not meaning that I'm the only guy that's going to be able to do everything, because firefighting is a job that requires everybody else to pitch in and do the job with you. You got to rely on your fellow firefighter brothers and sisters. But that being said, bring something to the table. Okay, you got to be strong. So that's one reason why I do it. That's one of my whys. Another why is, yeah, as a God-fearing man, I want to stay healthy. I want to appreciate the body that God has given me. Okay? I feel it's important to do what we can with it. Again, we can take, as humans do, we can take anything to the extreme where we can start not really focusing on, I'm doing this for others and for God. It can start turning into self-worship. It can start turning into, oh, look how strong I am. Look how great I look. Okay, or even the opposite. I'm so weak and I'm so, like, I don't look good. Now you're just self-loathing. None of that is what God wants us to do with our bodies. Okay? Appreciate the body He gave you. Work within the abilities He gave each one of us. Each one of us has our strengths and weaknesses. But work your body. We're meant to work. Okay? So working out is a way of pretending that we're working, sometimes. We're not chopping wood anymore. We're not cutting down trees. We're not walking, on average of 10 miles a day, maybe even more. Okay, we're not doing a lot of these things. So we have to do this. And really, the other why, it's fun. It's fun to do a lot of these awkward lifts that I do, picking up stones, challenging yourself. But again, know your why. And I think the biggest why, the biggest reason, is to be able to, again, be healthy for other people. Be strong for other people. Be strong so that you can be a part of helping a group of people. That is the biggest why it's always been for me, okay, and I think it should be for you. Okay, having that why will make a better you, okay? I've talked about this a couple times. I kind of insinuated, yeah, again, I've gotten caught up on wanting to be strong at all costs, or doing things like just keep on eating, keep getting bigger. I want to be able to wear the double XL shirt just so I can say I wear one, but at what cost? At what cost? Your health, your image, okay, your psyche, your food bill, and it doesn't really do anything. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Again, I've had to assess things. In reality, it was like I've talked about this many times. I didn't need to be doing a lot of the things that I was doing to still appreciate the strength that I have and have continued to have. At 50 years old, in a few months here in October, I'm not any weaker than I was 10 years ago. I'm really not. Now, there are some lifts I just don't do anymore, so I can't say for sure if I'm there. But the lifts that I still do, that I have done over the last, some of them for 20 years, the stone, I'm stronger. Squatting, just as strong. Whatever. But then there's things that I wasn't doing that I wasn't strong at 10 years ago, because I was really just out of shape and really thinking that I was fit to be able to do certain things, but I wasn't fit to actually do some other stuff like sprinting, jumping, if you will, like a jump, stand still, jump, and then jumping, like say across a creek or whatever. I'm just saying, or jumping off things, or this conditioning thing I said. Those things I was severely lacking and weak at, and really just losing touch with it, like almost forgetting how to run. Because that sounds ridiculous. Those things would hurt to do. Pull a hammy. Those are all things that I was like, who cares? You're quote unquote filling up a t-shirt with fat, thinking that you're accomplishing something because you're doing that, and reality, you're falling apart in other places. It wasn't what I wanted. I had to reassess my why, because it really wasn't what I wanted to be. It wasn't my you. This is what you are wanted to be. I remember when I got into lifting as a young man, I got into it because I wanted to be agile, I wanted to be quick, I wanted to be fit, I wanted to be Bruce Lee, And yeah, I also wanted to have the muscles. I knew I wasn't going to have the muscles of a Mike Mentzer or an Arnold Schwarzenegger without drugs, okay? But I still had that vague, I'm going to be that big, or want to be. And then I throw in strongman comes into the scene, in the early 2000s for me, let's say 1999 or whatever, start watching that stuff. And I'm doing that. It kind of took me off track a little bit of where I was going with this. And started to just kind of implement some of those things, but just focusing on just getting big and strong, mostly just getting big. Because you can continue to get strong without getting that big. Again, within your natural world, in the natural body that I was given, I'm not a naturally big guy. You know, I'm a medium-sized guy. I've said this before as jokes. I'm a quarter horse, okay? I'm not a thoroughbred, like, what do you call those, Clydesdales, okay? I'm just a regular quarter horse. I'm just a normal guy trying to be a, what did I just say, Clydesdale. It's not gonna happen. But as a younger man, you think that. And I can just be a fat quarter horse. That's all I became. And for what? Anyways, I'm kind of going a little bit of a rant here, but I guess that's the whole point of this conversation, is know your why so that you can become your you. And if your why is solid and your why is for true integrity, your why is for the love of others, and your why is for the love of what God gave you, and your why is to be sincere as a person, I don't care what you're doing, whether it's this, working, playing an instrument. If your why is solid, the you that you become will be one that people love, respect, and want around. I'm telling you. So know your why so that you can get your you. Hopefully that makes sense. Please leave any questions, comments. As always, thank you for watching Strength Equals. And again, let me know if you want to see any videos on the arm wrestling and the conditioning work, please. All right, have a good day.